Hey Maker, I am your digital marketing coach, Tori. Today is day 6 of selling 100 copies of my book, Workshops Unleashed: How to Design Engaging and Successful Workshops for Quilters and Crafters, so that I can help get to H&H, the trade show in Chicago that's coming in May. So this book combines course design and marketing to help you create your class and get it out there. So today I wanted to talk about the second half of the book. So if you saw a previous video, oh, well, yeah, in the second half of the book. So let's run through what's in here, and then I have a little celebration. Okay, so we talked about the introduction and the design your workshop um, sections. The next section is called Elevate Your Workshop. So this is for more than basics. So one thing that you need to keep in mind when you are creating a class, a course, a quilt along, is not just about learning the skill, because they will learn the skill and that's great. You also want to think about the experience that you're creating, the transformation. What are they learning, but what can they do with it? What are they feeling while they're in your course, and how we need to, because so much about teaching is about shifting a mindset, right? So that is one thing you got to think about, and you want to design an experience for your students. So that's what Elevate Your Workshop does. So Elevate kind of takes the basics and adds on to them. Now, this isn't something that you have to do. It's not like a list of things that you like have to implement. It's read through the section, see what you can implement to help your students succeed more efficiently or create a better environment for them to learn the concept that you want to teach. Now, some of this won't apply if you are doing something very like basic and straightforward. Like if the goal of the workshop is to learn a piecing technique, like a straightforward piecing, half square triangles, or a pattern like I want to say the rail fence, or is it called the rail fence or the railroad? Now I can't remember, but they're strips. So the three sets of strips. It's very basic, very straightforward. There might not be a lot you want to add in there. However, if you're teaching a more complicated concept like color theory, and that's the quilt like I have behind me. This is a pattern made out of a color wheel for my master color class that I did a few years ago. This is a project I found in my whip, so I've been trying to figure out how to finish it because I kind of messed it up. But anyway. So something more complicated like color theory may need a little more support. It may need a little more time. It may need you there live. If you are wanting to teach this online and wanting to make this on demand, you may need to have like live check-ins with your students just to make sure they're understanding the concepts. And if you need to re-explain anything, you could do that as well. So that's what Elevate Your Workshop does. So it has next level instruction and getting valuable feedback. So one thing I did throughout the book was to work in marketing. So I've called this the ninja approach before, where it's kind of like dripping marketing within your workshop. And it doesn't feel like marketing because it feels like you're just wanting to make this better, which is exactly what you should be doing. And it makes marketing a lot more natural. So little things like making sure you let your students know you have other offers, other workshops is a great way to just drop in a little bit of marketing. Be like, hey, there's other things that I have for you if you are interested. And this is where you can find them. So things like that that you can trickle in throughout your instruction, throughout your planning. So you make sure that they know you have other things. Okay. And then the next half goes into your student's journey. So with my clients, so I do a digital marketing coaching program, and a lot of them are teachers. We also have pattern designers and longarm quilters in my coaching program. It's called the Digital Marketing Magic Coaching, which is DMMC. And there's a link below if you want to see more about it. But what we do is we go through a marketing strategy for whatever they want to offer. And that's what this book has in it in the second half. And I call it the student's journey, or your student's journey, because marketing, I feel like the best teachers are like the worst marketers, or they struggle with marketing because it feels salesy. It feels icky to kind of get out there and be like, buy my thing. But you are developing something that you love, that you think is the best way to learn whatever it is you want to teach, and getting it out there to students, making it visible to them and inviting them in should feel good. right? And so that's the approach I took, was thinking of it more like your student's journey than a marketing framework. But then I go into a launch framework. So it actually has a launch, step by step how to launch a course inside the book, which is going to help you get the word out there. And then lastly, it has programs. So if you've ever gone to a quilt guild where somebody has done a lecture, they usually call it a program. They might call it a talk too, especially if you're in the UK. I hear it called quilt talk. So, and you can let me know if that's accurate or not. But it's a framework in here to help you present a lecture on your workshop topic so that you can go and present to guild, which is something that I did for a few years where I traveled around the country and presented at quilt guilds for, I did my main shows I did were a trunk show and master the color class. So I had a lecture for that. And then I had movement and quilting. Those are my top three that I did. And I had a few others that I kind of introduced, but no quilt guild wanted those. They liked the trunk show, they liked the color, and they liked movement and quilting. So all of that is in here. I have stories in here about those, and I have frameworks for you to follow so it can help you build out a program for a lecture or a guild talk, or you can even use it for a webinar. So that is what's inside the second half of Workshops Unleashed, how to design engaging and successful workshops for quilters and crafters. I am trying to sell 100 books to get to H&H by the end of 2026. It's going to help because it takes a few months to get the funds from purchasing a book. I'm self-published, so I think that's all you need to know. Oh, and my announcement, I sold a book. So we've got one down, 99 to go. I think I need like a charter, like one of those, we call them temperature thermometers, so that we can like color it in and maybe follow the goal. But I'm really excited. I sold one book. Thank you so, so much. And if you want to know more about the book, or if you just want to support me in my goal, you can go ahead and like and subscribe, and that will help me hopefully reach more people and get them the book that they need to help them teach more people. Thank you.